I don't even know how to start this. I'm not a person to do videos or live stream or anything like that. Just a regular Joe Snow. Hardworking woman, I like to call myself. I just want to share something that I know is God forcing me to put out. I thought maybe a book, but I'm not a writer. And then I see all these people live streaming and everything, so I figured maybe this is a way to do what the Lord wants me to do. From a young child, I used to ask God, because we were brought up in church and everything. And I'm a Libra, and I don't believe in the signs, but I know I like things fair. So I couldn't understand why this loving, caring God that they want me to worship and praise would create something like this. We're taught He created this earth and the people in it, the animals, everything. It's a beautiful place, it really is. I haven't been to a lot of places, but that's okay too. But He created something beautiful, and He created us. And when you look at the way people are in this world, it's horrifying. It really is. So I couldn't understand why this loving, caring, sharing God would create a place where, people are killing each other. Parents are killing their kids, and kids are killing their parents. Strangers killing one another and robbing and stealing instead of living that peaceful life that what God wants for us. Well, if you know anything about the Bible and what we learn from it of Christ, there was war in heaven. And this was Lucifer, who was trying to overpower Christ. He wanted to be Christ. And started a war. And some of the angels followed him, from what we understand. Well, the dream was, and I got this dream after I became older, grew closer to Christ, and still crying out to Him, why though? Why? He created this, our bodies and this earth, for us to dwell here, because spirits have their own free will. They have their own will. God does not control our will. He controls us here. He created the bodies. He allowed us to breathe the air, and He created this earth. But spirits, because you're not an angel until you enter heaven. Spirits have their own free will. And if God knew that Lucifer was going to be who he was and try to take over from Him, He never summons him to come into heaven. Because from what we know, spirits are summoned and they come. That's how God received His angels. Well, He doesn't summon them anymore. We have to be born through here. We have to come through here. And every baby that's born receives a spirit. And God gets to see who you are and how you are. Every aspect of your life, because we have them times like me here alone doing this video. There's no one here but me. You may think. But I know God is here with me. I know He sees everything I do, everything I say. He knows who I am. If no one else knows, He knows. And this was basically the dream, Him letting me know that this is why He created this earth, to see who is who. We're all on different levels. Some of us are poor. Some of us are poorer than what I'm considered poor. And you have those that's rich and the middle class. But everybody can do godly things. It doesn't matter what level you're on. And this is what He sees of us, our true spirits, who we are, and how we interact with one another. And God knows I'm not perfect. I don't know why He would choose me to deliver a message like this. I'm not perfect, but I love Him. I love Him more than I love my children. I truly do. It's him first and then them. And then anything else. But it's like it was a pressure on me, and this was years now. And it just got to a head where I just couldn't deny what God wanted me to do anymore. I knew it. If nobody else around me that I talked about this to knew it, I know that he wants me to put this out. It's becoming crazy. I can't understand for the life of me why somebody would kill another person. How you can have a hatred so powerful in you that you would take another life, other than you're living the wills of the devil. There's no God in you. See, in order to receive God, you have to open your heart, your mind, and your soul to him. And he'll take it from there. This is him putting me out here because I don't want to do this. I don't want my face on social media no type of way. And I know there's ways that I could have did this without showing who I am. But I don't know. I don't think that serves a purpose. And I don't think too many people would watch people like to see. So I'm just putting it out there. The dream was that he created this for that reason. And this is where he cast the devil. And you're free to choose whether you want to be good or bad. I'm going to tell a story about myself that changed my life forever. When I was a little girl, I was a bully. My mother moved from Jersey to Camden, from Dufferin to Camden. And there the kids were really, really bad. And every day me and my brother used to get chased home because they was going to beat us up. And my mom, when she beat you, it wasn't no joke. So she said, if you come running home again, I'm going to beat your butt. And I knew she was for real. So I turned around and started fighting. And when I realized that I could kick butt, oh man, the power of that, I became a bully. Nothing I'm proud of, believe me. It got to a point that once we moved back to Dufferin, I was bullying the little kids and stuff. You couldn't bring your toy to school. And if I liked it, it was mine, you know. I grew past that. In my junior high era, I changed, you know. I think God had grabbed a hold of me and he changed me. I became a different type of person. And it was in my 30s. I had moved away from my hometown, and it was in my late 20s, my early 30s, when I found out a young man I used to bully. His name was John McKay. And it hurts me to talk about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I found out that his father had a company, I guess the oil tanks, where you put the oil in the old tanks they used to have back in the day on the side of the house. And he was doing that, going into his father's business. And he got in an accident, the truck turned over, and he was trapped in this vehicle, screaming for his life because it was on fire and stuff, and they couldn't save him. And all I could think about was the fact that he lived a short life, and some of his short life, I took joy from him. Times where he could have joy, I brought misery and pain, being the bully that I was. And it weighed on me for years. Even to now, you know, I still don't like to talk about it. I cry about it. You know, I can't change that. But I took joy that he could have had in his life here. I took some of that time away and made it miserable. And it's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I feel good about. It took a long time for me to forgive me. It still hurts, though, when I think about it, that I was that person, you know what I'm saying? So we can change as human beings, as people that claim to love the Lord. You're not evil, nasty, and ignorant and rude to people when you have God in your life. You're not. So to claim God and come off as this evil, nasty person, There's no God in you. Can't nobody see it. It's not there. But we are all spirits, free to do what you want to do. If you want to kill people, rape children, or rape people, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it right here. But don't expect to enter the kingdom. Everlasting life, Lucifer has, because he entered. Him and those devilly spirits that entered and were cast down with him. But you won't achieve that, because you're never going to make it into the kingdom. Not like that. You have to give your heart to God, and he will move for you. I'm not rich, but I've been in situations where, oh man, it looked like the end. But he lifted me up. He sent people my way to help me. And you could see it. You could see the spirit of the people, the godly spirit of the people that come to your aid when you're in trouble. And I thank God for every last one of them. I thank God for Jesus dying for me. You know, Kim Burrell did a song, Calvary. I love that song. I know it's old, but I love that song. And there's others like it that are just as good, but hers, it was the first one, so I guess it stuck to me. Jesus died. He died coming here to warn us in human form, knowing what was going to happen to him. That if we didn't change our ways, what was going to happen to us. They're destroying this planet. They don't care that they have children and their children have children, so that's grandchildren. These politicians that are running this country and stuff, they don't care. But they are really destroying this planet, allowing this planet to be destroyed when there's things that could be done. All over money while they constantly line their pockets with tax dollars. And it's just crazy. It is. So all I want to say is put your faith and trust in God. If you never did before, this is the time. This is truly the time, because evil is running rampant. And the good, we sit back and we do nothing but be good. Sometimes we have to make a stance. And I'm not saying in an evil way, but in a loving, caring way. Just recently, a car of mine ran out of gas because the gas thermometer is not working, so I couldn't read how much gas was in there. And it was 4 angels. And with all this stuff going on about supremacy and all this here stuff, I know it's happening, but I don't get down with that. I'm not prejudiced. I got white people in my life that have been truly good to me, truly from the heart. And the 4 angels that came my way were white people. And not near one of them would take a dime from me to help me. They pushed me out of the road onto the side. And then one guy stopped and he had a pulley in the back of his car. God bless you all. He pulled my car off the road. My daughter came and brought me a gas tank with a gas container with gas. We was trying to get the gas in there, and some lady, another angel, she was sitting in her car and she seen the type of car I had, and it's a special funnel that you have to put in there. I knew nothing about, my daughter knew nothing about, and she knew about it. She could have sat there watching us waste the gas, but she got out, and she was in pajamas because she was only dropping her son to donate some things to the Goodwill. And she went back when she realized that that's what was needed, and got this funnel and helped us put the gas in. She was getting gas all over her. And I was in my work clothes, and they wouldn't let me do it. Her and my daughter did it. You know, so this is good and bad in all races. To try and pinpoint one race is crazy. It's good and bad in all races, and you have to see that. But basically, that's all I wanted to say. It was like pulling teeth for God to get me to do this. Like I said, I'm not one to upload anything. I don't want my face on social media. I don't care about the backlash. I really don't, because I don't follow anything. No Facebook. I have a Facebook page, but it hasn't been used in years. When I realized what it was, I wanted no parts of it. I just want to say that the Bible tells us that when Jesus descended, He said, love one another. And that's what I intend to do. You know, I'll play it forward. I'll help anybody that I can. Do what I can for anybody. And I advise others to just try and love one another. We're all human beings. Don't do to people what you don't want done to you. This is crazy. And the killing of your babies, this is sick. This is nothing but the devil. When you see people like that, I'm sorry, and I'm not God, and maybe I'm wrong for what I'm about to say, but they need to be removed from society. If you could take a life so heinously, 20 and 30 years don't mean nothing. You took that life forever. There shouldn't be no returning into society because you can't fix that. And I'm not talking about somebody that's been railroaded and the system that is crooked has stacked the cards against them or set them up to take the fall. I'm talking about when you really have concrete evidence that somebody has taken a life unnecessarily for money or for you want to be with another woman so you kill that woman and stuff. It's ridiculous. It really is. I'm a person, I stay to myself. I go to work and I come home. I have made about 3 good friends, and that's enough for me. That I know who they are and how they are, and they know me. I can't deal with all the spirits out here. It's just, it's crazy. It really is. I just want to say, you know, try to love one another. Don't do to people what you don't want done to you. That's it. Lord, I hope you're happy. I did it. My face, guess it'll be on social media. I don't know. I don't know how far this will go, but I hope it reaches somebody and touches somebody's heart. This is the reason why he created this. And not taking any power away from God. He's still our God. He created us. Man has yet to create. He collects money for the lands, but he didn't create it. You know, God did. And he's not asking us for anything other than to love one another. So that's what I'm saying. Let's learn to love one another and stop the madness. Praise God. Be out.